You ever press play and you think you're recording, but you're not recording? I just did like 2 minutes into the video and I wasn't even recording. But we're recording now, so like, share, and subscribe, and welcome back to the channel. Earlier we was talking about universal law number 6 and 7. I kind of like butchered the video if y'all seen it. I said 7 and 7. But this ain't about that at all. This is a totally different conversation. So why did I bring that up? Who knows? Let's begin. So, are you truly a chosen one? Chosen ones, as I said in the last video, have healing spirits. And another thing about chosen one, if they're gifted. I'm not sure what your gift is. Not sure. Only you will know. But you will never find out your gift glorifying other people's gifts. There's so many of us that we're taught all of these things in life. So we put our energy in so many different baskets. And the basket that needs the energy never gets full. If you're a basketball player because all your friends play basketball, and you see that one friend with talent, and it make you want to try harder because he say he try hard, and if you try as hard as him, you're going to make it to where he is. But that's not the case. That is his true talent. That is his true path. You may be meant to do something else. Although you may be good at the sport because you try hard, it is not natural to you. You see, you lose sense of what's natural to you because you're doing everything that's not natural to you, trying to fit in with the masses when you're an individual. The most successful people hone their abilities. They do what they're good at. You don't see rappers get rich off of playing basketball. They get rich off of rapping. You don't see artists getting rich off of rapping. They get rich off their art. Unless you're multi-talented, which is possible. But that is beside the point. You have to hone your abilities. And how can you hone what you don't understand? So, especially if you're a person that is always around people and you don't spend a lot of time for isolation, if you're a true chosen one, God's calling you into isolation. So you should already be there. And if you're not, stop fighting it. Because you cannot grow when you're around a bunch of people. Because you're going to constantly be getting hit with all of these different energies. And if you're a chosen one, you're probably empathic. You're probably an empath. So you suck in these energies without even knowing it. And they're going to affect you. And it's going to make it hard for you to develop. Once you start to practice this isolation, God's going to talk to you. You're going to meditate. You're going to pray. And you're going to have time to get to know self. And getting to know self is the most important thing there is. Because when you get to know self, you understand the different levels of self. You got your base level self. Then you got your higher level self. That's that connection with God. Excuse me. But once you strengthen that connection, He will make it obvious what your gifts are and what your talents are. And from there, you start the journey of cultivating these abilities. We all have spiritual gifts, but they're not going to be obvious. You see, if you are low vibrational, which the Matrix will try to make you by default, you're not going to always understand what your spiritual gifts is because you're not even spiritually inclined most of the time. So once you actually start your journey, you start to see things through different lenses and you start to experience things different. And after these cycles happen a certain amount of times, you'll start to get the rhythm. And once you understand the rhythm, you're able to see what it is within you that is special. And once you really lock in on that, you can study it. You can train it. You can work with it. You can exercise it. You can use it to help people. You can use it to create wealth because it is your gift. And your gift is meant to be shared with the world. But if you don't know what your gift is, you're lost and you'll never be able to share it. You have to practice this isolation. You have to cultivate these abilities in order to connect with your higher self and share this with the world. I believe the world deserves to see everyone at their highest self. But too many of us are stuck in this matrix that we call reality. When in all reality, reality is what you make it. But if you're not willing to get up and make it something, then it's going to be what's handed to you. You see, so many of us are okay with the norm. We're okay with what everyone considers normal. We're okay with receiving what everyone else receives because it's easy. You know how easy it is to just sit at home and collect unemployment? You know how easy it is to just go to a job and not pursue your future? Like, not pursue what truly matters to you? To me, it's hard because I cannot give up on myself. It's hard for me, but people make it seem easy. I don't comprehend that. I'm not going to try to wrap my head around that, but I've been there before, and I was miserable. Now where I'm at now, living my truth, walking in my path, exercising my gifts, getting to know self, happy every day. No matter what happens to me, it's hard to affect my mood. It's hard to affect me because I crystallize at such a high vibration that I'm stuck up here. I don't worry about the lower level vibrations or lower level entities. If you're not willing to learn or you're not willing to grow, then I'm not willing to extend my energy to you. You see, a wise man, Hermes Trismegistus, he once said that the lips of wisdom is closed to the lips of ignorance. You see, it's not that the wise do not want to teach, but you must know who's ready for the message and who's not, who is able to receive the teachings. You see, too many of us grow up and become adults and we are accomplished, we're done, and that is true death, because you should forever be a student. It's never like not nothing to learn. You can always expand and evolve. That is the soul's purpose. We're here as a student of life, and you must learn throughout your life. But the moment you give up and you become complacent, you die spiritually. And it's so many of us that don't even realize it, but we just walk around in airplane mode. Like, our connection to source is turned off. We just going through the motions, doing what Master said. And this ain't even coming from a black man's perspective. This is coming from the people that we call the elite, the people that are in control of the consumer markets that give us all these products to blindlessly buy, and we blindlessly buy them because we have no brain of our own. The people that pumps this programs on us, TV, television programming, they program you constantly and daily. They create these low vibrational people that are out in the world now. So many people are angry, so many people are miserable, so many people are full of chaos because of this, because they're being controlled. And it's some control that's so deep that they will fight and say that they're free without even understanding what freedom is. But you understand what freedom is because you are chosen. If you're truly able to comprehend the things I'm saying, it's light within you. But even with light being within you, you can have a grasp or understanding, but are you willing to cultivate that light? Are you willing to fight for that light? Are you willing to make that light brighter? Or are you going to eventually let that light die out and go back into the darkness? I'm going to keep this one short and sweet. Thank y'all for watching the video. And go check out my Spotify, Apple Music, YouTube Music, wherever you listen to music, type in Sal Dablerd. And follow me on TikTok. It's been nice. Namaste. Hope y'all have a good night.